Hi everyone, welcome to my masterclass. I wanted to thank you all for jumping on here and listening. What I am going to be talking about this masterclass is ripping off the Band-Aid. Your wellness starts with you. We have so many Band-Aids and so many just fixes for our main wellness problems that it almost creates a cycle of being on lots of drugs and medications, increased cost, and it also can lead to other problems. So we kind of have to start taking our health by the reins and dealing with these problems. Um, Such things like, first of all, I'd like to talk about emotional eating. You know, there are so many people in the United States and in the world that deal with emotional eating where, the Band-Aid for those things, fad diets, we all know those do not work. Prescriptions, here's more medications, which increase cost. And psychological issues, you're gonna deal with those things as well with emotional eating. The solution to these things is gut health management, tracking your food, accountability partners, just going in and creating a healthy diet. I don't mean a fad diet, a healthy diet as in we're going to put good food into our bodies. And then your chemicals in your body are going to produce hormones that say, you know what, I don't want this food. I don't want to eat because I feel bad. So those are some things we can do to change those. Digestive health is another thing. You know, digestion is huge right now, but it's because we have made discoveries that, yes, of course, if you have bad digestive health, a lot of times you feel symptoms, you have heartburn, you have reflux, you have these things, but sometimes you don't have any. And so you don't really know what is causing these issues. Inability to lose weight. Again, pharmaceuticals for the things that we have symptoms for. Doctors, specialists, test, increased costs there. So the solution for digestive health is creating a healthy meal plan, putting good foods that don't have preservatives and all the things in our body, creating a microbiome for our stomach, for our health, that produces those hormones that make us feel full, that produces the hormones that that level out our body and our thyroid. Things like probiotics, putting things in our body to help manage a healthy microbiome. Hormone health. This is one that I have personally recently struggled with because I am over the age of 40. I have been on birth control pills for over 20 plus years. And then I all of a sudden had problems, yeah, fine. Everything was managed with the birth control pill, but I started having deficits in other hormones. And then there's a bad hormone that apparently eats the other hormones. So this is something that created new problems for me. So, I had to make some choices and do some different birth control options, but also changing some things to help control my thyroid, to eating better. I try to do pretty good, but I had to make the choice to do better eating. Also, gut health, hormones, it starts there. Everything starts there, and being able to manage that healthy microbiome. And, hormone deficits can also lead to mental health issues. And being on synthetic hormones, which some people need this. I'm not telling you to not be on hormones or take birth control pill or get testosterone injections. I'm not saying those things. I am just saying that synthetic hormones can lead to other problems, which we all know gut health also leads to mental health issues as well. So if we can make better choices and manage that and just try to start with ourselves, it's taking control of our health. It's starting there before we start packing on prescriptions after prescription, seeing a specialist after specialist, and then you have, tests. So you have those increased costs as well. Well, we could try to start it ourselves and then see if we still have those problems or if we lessen the symptoms. So, solutions, again, managing your food intake, what you put in your body, tracking what you put in your body, gut health management, okay? And then looking at other hormone options too. I mean, if you're on birth control and you're starting to have issues, you know, and your testosterone's depleted and your sex drive's down, or, you know, different things, we can be open-minded. That was the biggest thing for me, was to be open-minded to look into other options that were healthier for me than shoving synthetic hormones in my body. So hormone health, big one, especially women at my age, even men at my age. So it's not just us women that have those problems. You men, I get it. There's issues there too. Another topic too that I wanted to hit on was stress, sleep, and energy. And the reason I put these three together is because they all tie in together. If we are not getting sleep, we are stressed. If we do not have energy, we are stressed. If we have stress, we do not sleep. If we don't have energy, then we want to sleep all the time. So all of these three things go in together. The Band-Aid that we're ripping off here, prescription meds again. You should kind of get in the theme that I've got going here. You know, all these prescription meds, these Band-Aids that we put on these issues to fix them, but it's not fixing them. It's just fixing them for the time being until other problems kind of pop up its ugly head. Unhealthy energy drinks. Those things are awful for us, guys. Awful. Not just the terrible ingredients in them, but just Band-Aiding the fact that we're not sleeping or don't have energy with a very terrible, expensive, nasty drink. Alcohol and drugs, you know, managing, you know, sleep and stress with those things. It's unhealthy. It leads to other problems. And cost. Again, costs. What are we paying for energy drinks, guys? What are we paying for all that stuff? So, you know, a solution to that is, you know, again, I'm going to go back to the balanced gut and food plan, decreasing artificial ingredients that we're putting in our body, and then using healthy stress, sleep, and energy supplements. Movement. Guys, I know we all don't want to exercise because we don't have time for it. We don't want to put our body through it. And as we get older, it hurts. It's so much harder to be sore and wake up the next day and say, let's move our body. But if you want healthy sleep, natural stress reducer, if you want energy, we do have to move our bodies, whether it's walking, workouts, you know, HIIT workouts, weight lifting, stepping out of the house and just running around the house 3 times just to get away with your kids. Okay? But moving our bodies is going to help manage those too. So by summing all this up and covering this, you know, the point I want to get to is we can buy all the Band-Aids in the world to improve our health. We can buy prescription drugs. We can take synthetic hormones. We can do weight loss pills, and we can do weight loss shots and all of those things. But what it boils down to is we're not fixing the root of the problem. The root will still exist until we start with our own bodies that God gave us and start trying to take care of it first. So I hope that you enjoyed these tips that I gave you. These are a lot from my own personal experience. I have experienced all of these things. So I don't, you know, claim to be an Buddha of all the knowledge in the world, but I can tell you from personal experience. And I've tried a lot of things that until we take charge of our bodies and put ourselves first. I know a lot of times as moms, we don't do that because we're taking care of everybody. And I know there's men out there that play that role too, that you are the heavy and you are doing the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, going to ball games and doing all those things. But we have to stop and we have to take time for ourselves and put ourselves first, whether it's 10 minutes a day, an hour a day. We've got to take some time to take care of ourselves. So I appreciate you being in here, and I am so excited to move forward with this class. Thank you. And I hope you have a great day.